The magazines are the great source for the junk journal making. So we have a bunch of different magazines at home in our houses, but mostly we just don't know what to do with them. So hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I want to share with you some of my projects where I use just different magazines. The most simple way how to use magazines is to make some cutouts from them and then use them like application, like applic. For example, as I did make this journal, and I used, you can see this gorgeous picture, this vanish, antique vanish. It's from the journal, magazine, sorry, from the magazine Country Idea, which I got from my beautiful friends, so you can see, and I want to use them in the next project, so they're really beautiful pictures. And I simply cut it out and glue it on the cover and made this applique, this cover, with the help also on this back side. I used the picture of this magazine as well. So I still have this journal, this notebook in my Etsy shop. If you are interested, please check out my Etsy shop. But this is the most simple way. Another way I use magazines, this like storage junk journal. I made it from the IKEA catalog, and I'm going to tell you how I made it. So as you can see, some dingles, charms from the just paper stripes. By the way, if you don't know how to use your leftovers, your stripes, paper stripes you have after your projects, just make tassels. They are so pretty. How I made this true junk journal, absolutely true junk journal. So you can see it's like pages folded in half and then sewed together, and now this journal has a lot of pockets where I can keep my paper leftovers, different templates, everything. Just quickly grab during my work. Cutouts. You can see paper bags, a lot of different stuff. I like how it turned out, so it's really very, very comfortable to have those kind of storage. So it's I just keep it on my desk, and if I need something, it's easy to take it and to look through the pages through these pockets. And so I used this type of IKEA catalog, which has like stapled. You know, they have another one like this, another type of binding when the pages just glued together. Or it's, oh no, it's also has stamped also. But you know, when pages glued together, it's a bit different. But if you have some magazines, not exactly IKEA catalog, just I have a bunch of IKEA catalogs, and so I removed these metal things so you can see holes and get these pages, and then I just put them in half and in half again, and that's all. When you open it this way, you get the page with two pockets. So when you prepare enough pages, you just put them together and make some kind of binding, like very simple binding. So you can see where is the middle. And then you make some kind of cover. For this book, I used, I think I used some box from something. I like to use different boxes, and so I like recycle something to so use things that I have on hands. So this is one idea, so to make a sort of journal for keeping different stuff from the magazine pages. Then I use magazine pages to decoupage for the decoupage for these bags, glass and bags. So you do the same steps like for the decoupage with napkins, so absolutely the same. Use Mod Podge to glue them on the on this surface, on this paper, and yes, it's really they look great. So you can see you can make a bunch of those kind of, so not necessary to do it from the tracing paper, so from any paper will work, maybe brown paper, maybe paper for cooking will be great as well. Then I make stickers from the magazine's cutouts. So very funny process, and yeah, they turned out. I like how they look. So you can see, very funny project. Just to make something different to add in your journals, in your notebooks, so to embellish them. So you can see it's chocolate. And this is very simple project. You just need some kind of magazine, for example. Let me show on this. So you have to find some image from the magazine. You would like to make stickers from it. IKEA. I don't like that IKEA always puts those prices directly to the images. Not good. But you can find maybe another magazines without. You can see they always put prices directly to the beautiful image. But for the example, it's okay. I'm going to use these boxes, for example. So I just cut this piece from the page. First, you don't need to cut it to make the cutout. Just make a square or rectangle. Then grab the wide packaging clear tape. And simply put it on your image. Try to glue it without creases, and that it will be even. So now let me use this journal. What's now? Now I want to cut the excess. You know, it's like 5 minutes cut. Very quickly. Use bone folder, or I will use this plastic knife and rub it very thoroughly, that this film, this tape, just sticks to the image very well. you will see how it will change. So first it was a bit like smoggy, but after you will rub it thoroughly, it will be very, very clear. So you can see. Very clear. Then apply some kind of double-side tape on the back of this image. I want to do it just because it's, for example, just put it running. So to cover all back side with the double-side tape, and then just take your scissors and cut, leave a bit around your image and just cut it out. So the sticker is ready. So it isn't difficult, very, very, very easy project. And my final project with from the magazines, those 6 booklets. They have some story behind them. So I was granted by beautiful, amazing woman from the one group on the Facebook, Catherine M. I had a wish to have some magazines about country living. So, and she sent me 6 magazines country. For a long time, they had beautiful, beautiful pictures, but for a long time I just don't know what to do with them because they don't have like vintage style, and I can't use it, couldn't use them in my projects. So I thought during 2 or 3 months how to use them, how to save the images, beautiful images they have, and also to make something interesting. And finally, I came up with this project. So with these booklets, each booklet is one issue of this magazine, one booklet. So let me show you. I used the cover of these magazines, cut the images and put it on the cover of these booklets, so you can see it's from the cover. And I picked up all pages with the beautiful images and made just pockets, like paper bags from them. They expanded, so they have two, you can see, like wallet. So, oh, sorry, I'm out of camera. Put magnet closure. Put magnets on the flap. So, and made these booklets, like pocket book, perhaps. Don't know how to name it, but it's great again for some. It's like a storage. So, and one magazine, one issue, one booklet, because they all had absolutely gorgeous images I want to show you. So this was like a winter issue. So great pockets, so great paper bags. Stuck a bit. And I think it turned out very interesting. Maybe unusual. And this is really very useful stuff, because you can keep some small things like cutouts, small images you have in your stash, different things. So you can see what a gorgeous pictures, gorgeous images they have. So really beautiful. And here I've put already some stuff, so I show you how it, like, when I use it, so you can see different. It has a lot of room to put small things in it, so to have them organized. Cutouts. Here are some envelopes, handmade envelopes, small envelopes. So here too, some envelopes, also those pockets. So for crafting some templates, different small things you have to keep somewhere. So you can see. And the last one, the sixth of them, it's like autumn issue. Just want to show you all the pictures on the bags. They are really amazing. I love how they look. So I wasn't absolutely sure how they will look, but when I've seen the result, I was just absolutely happy with the result. And so how I made these pockets, it's absolutely easy to make. Just show you the example on this page. You need just one page, fold in half along the long side, so this way. Yes. Make a pocket. You know, if you have some ready pockets, some ready paper bags, it's okay. So you can just don't make them. So you know how to make pockets. Yeah. So first we fold it in half, and then just fold those side flaps to the center. Then you glue it, and we get like the sleeve. Yeah. Fold this sleeve in half again, and here you have an expanded bag, because when you fold it in half, you just glue it in the middle, only in the middle, just a little bit. Let me glue just to show you how it works. So you glue this way, yes, so you have like a seam in the middle, and then you put glue only. So if you want, you can fold the upper edge and make a flap. But if you don't want, if you want these pockets, these bags without flap, just put glue only on the seam. You see? And glue it. So this way you get an expanded bag. So the bag with two double bag. Then, so as you can see, I made a bunch of those bags. Bags from the pages with the beautiful pictures, and then I made a hidden hinge, so you can see this hidden hinge, and it's really I know many people just avoid to make hidden hinge because they think it's difficult to make. You need to difficult measurements. No, it's really very easy because you just have to fold the stripe. So the width of the stripe depends only from you. If you want, you can make it wider or more narrow. So I made 5 centimeters, so it's 2 inches. For this project, it's enough. So, and then how to measure those hinges? Again, very easy. So usually you don't need just very high. Yes, just use about inch. It will be enough. So for me, it's 2 centimeters. It's a bit less than 1 inch, but 1 inch will be absolutely enough to make the hinge. So what do? You just take the ruler, yes, and make. So again, if you have the special board or and special tool, just use it. I use absolutely everything for this goal. So increase, yeah. And how you count it. So 1 hinge, it's 2 absolutely the same measurements. So if you need if you choose the hinge 1 inch, width, yes, you have to make 1, 2, so 2 the same, absolutely the same width. So 1 inch, 1 inch. Then we have to make some gap. If you want that your book, your album has a room in between. So if you plan, for example, to put something, embellishments, or like I did, I put different things into the pockets so they become wider. We need a gap, some room in between these hinges. And this, again, it's just up for you. How many room do you want? So I made 1 centimeter in between the hinges. So I don't know how many inches. It's like less than. So I can show you. I made those black lines especially specially to show you in the inches that you can see. So this amount, it's 1 centimeter for me. It's enough. So as you can see, I can put a lot of things into these pockets, and it will close well, not like opened. No, it closes well. If you want less, if you don't want to put so many things, if you want smaller, you can make the gap in between the hinges. Just for me it's half centimeter, for you it's so you can see. Again, camera. Oh, yes, now it's in focus. So just up to you. Decide what width of the hinges you need and make two even, how to say, like parts. Yes, one part, two. So two parts form one hinge. Then a gap. So decide what width of the gap you need and make this gap. Then again, two absolutely the same even parts, another hinge, a gap. And this way you make lines till the end of your stripe. And I use, you can see this is again the stripe I cut from the IKEA paper bag, or I like to use paper bags because they're pretty strong and at the same time they're flexible paper. So strong and flexible, and it's a great material to make something like for the base of something. Yes, so you can see then, and leave some I leave about 2 inches like flaps. They you will need them to glue the hidden hinge to the cover. So, and there are no like strictly rules how long it has to be, just on your choice. So, for example, my cover, and then if you put it maybe a bit longer than the middle of the cover, it's enough. So then you just imagine it's flat with the guidelines, and then you fold all strap in one direction. So it was like it was this way, just fold it this way, and then you you start to fold it in the right way, how you need it. So it goes to our cover. Then we need 2 pieces to form the hinge. Then we have a gap. Then again we have 2 pieces to form a hinge, a gap, 2 pieces to form a hinge, and continue till the end of your stripe. So how many hinges you need to hold your pages, or in my case it's paper bags. So many hinges you have to make on your stripe. So for example, in this book I have 12 bags. This way I created the hinge with hidden hinge with 6 hinges, and then I put in advance double-sided tape to show how we have to glue it. So you can use any adhesive So now we glue two these parts together, yes, and get the hinge again. So you have to put the adhesive only on the one part of the hinge, because another, you just put them together, and you can see how spine starts to form. And again, one more, glue it. So now we have the spine and 3 hinges. You see, yes. So as I told, I had 12 pockets, 12 bags in this book. So you can see I put one, so one bag, you can see one bag and another bag, so 2 bags, and the hidden hinge in between them. So I put I don't have any, let me use some pages to show you. So for example, this is the bags, yes, and I put here, glue it, and here glue it. So I glue them to the hinge, and also when I glue the second one, I put the glue on the hinge and in the middle of the previous bag. So this way, and the hinge perfectly hold them, and at the same time they are expanded, so you can see, because I don't glue them the entire bag. I put glue only in the middle, and this way I get the expanded bag. It's easy to open when they don't glue to each other, so you can see it's like a accordion. This a bit glued, so now you can see expanded. And if to count, we have 4 pockets on the one, let's say, page. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 bags on the one hinge. And because I left the 1 centimeter gap, pretty wide, I have enough room. So because this book is empty, you can see how it folds, but when I put something in these pockets, in these bags, it will be it will have this look, and also it doesn't open, so it's easy to tie, easy to put. So I have enough room, so I can put something else in this book and it will hold its shape. good shape. So hidden hinge, it's a great way of the binding, and it's really very, very easy. So and what so these parts, how I made the cover. So I made in advance. I have a lot of like bases which I used for tags, for the cover. In this case, I used it for the cover. What is this? This is just a toilet paper roll which I cut and flattened. So and then I cut it around it to make it more how to say, so like it will have a good rectangle shape, because it's not even, it's like, you know, when you cut the paper roll, toilet paper roll, it's it doesn't have like even shape. It's a bit crooked. So and then I glued pieces of old paper, old book pages. You can see I used different type of book pages. So white, and it's not dyed, it's just more old. It's this book is old, and it has another color of the pages. So I put different types of the book pages from the different books, and it gives really great effect. So it looks more interesting than if you glue only one type of the book pages from, for example, from the one book. When you use different, it's really great. And so I have a bunch of these toilet paper rolls rectangles, to use them in the different project as tags, as bases for the tags and for the covers. So I just cut to the right size, so to make it a bit shorter, you can see, and simply glue the hidden hinge to the, where is my example? So when you have the right number of the hinges, so you can see you have, for example, I have 3, so I will use, so I have to glue this way. I have to glue here and here. So let me move it a bit. So okay, very simple. No measurements, any measurements, just you can see when you have to glue your hinge, when you have the crease, and that's all. And then I covered them with the images, with the from the magazines, and outside and inside. So yes. and my booklets. Done. I think this idea was interesting. You enjoyed all these magazines ideas I've shown you today. Those booklets from the magazines, then um, decoupage on the paperbacks, again from the magazines. No, applique, it's like the most simple way to use them. Stickers. So to embellish your journals, and the book to keep your stuff, like keepsake journal from the magazines pages. So thank you so much for watching, for being with me. Leave the comments. So would like to see your ideas, your thoughts about how you use your ideas about how you use the magazines. So it will be very interesting to read, to know different people make things differently, and it's very, very interesting to read, to see your ideas about it. Share with your friends, put thumbs up if you enjoyed. So see you soon. Bye bye. Have a great day.